17 of the NFL is underway. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
At the 41-yard line. So now the Lions go on offense in a great starting spot. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And so often when you've stolen a possession, as they just did there,
on the first play,
picking up the fumble, the natural inclination is to attack, go after them big. Sometimes what you just want to do is put the ball in the hands of one of your best players in one of their favorite plays and establish your dominance that way.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Down behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Britt is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Swift. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top in the NFL.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. That time a 6-play drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 97 yards, and a touchdown. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got to run.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. You know, the defense really was pretty good on that play. I guess that was just good offense beating good defense.
And you know I hate to admit that.
I know
Absolutely
you do.
hate to admit that, but you're exactly right. Good offense beat good defense and won that play.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result that he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. What we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Britt, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Britt. Dancing to his left. He'll have a 1st down past the 30. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble that gets him a 1st down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Recovered by
the defense Yes, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there? There's so much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Bills have taken the lead. An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll run here with Swift. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The last run got 6, now second and 4.
46-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Escaping the pressure. And the ball is knocked out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was that 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration, you'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And he's able to find Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Bills.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. A 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and...
Again, they'll throw with Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Complete.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
14. First down, Buffalo. So
the shotgun snap to Allen. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and 6 at the 8-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted. The Lions.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
On 1st and 10, Britt. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
And 3.
On second down, Swift. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and
from the gun. Britt throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. Running is Swift. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
Operating from the gun. Britt throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
No gain on the play. Brings up
from the gun. Britt over the middle and in the hands was receiver Landry. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and have the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bills shaken up on the play. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field goal coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the
line.
For the Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
A gain of 50 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Allen now on first down. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Operating from the red zone now. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
On first and 10, it's Swift. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Britt, and he rifles it complete. Caught by Landry. Touchdown, Detroit!
What a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. Left side caught by Diggs.
Complete to Stephon Diggs.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Allen now from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got Miller. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 2nd and 15 now. Allen, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 15.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen finding Knox there, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and field him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Britt. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Britt. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
3-yard line.
Battle for it here, and this will be caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On first down, Britt. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the gun, Britt. It is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Goal at the 3-yard line.
Back to throw again. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw on 2nd down. Britt, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Pass incomplete from the contact.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Britt, this will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. See, it didn't seem like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where you see the final score there. 31-7, the final score. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. The lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Kyler Murray has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Green Bay Packers. 28-23 was your final. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will make it into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. So out now come the Lions. They've got the lead, and certainly a big reason why some of these catches we take a look at right now.
And I've seen it so many times that when units start to play really well, they feed off of each other and play even better. And they're making every catch possible. Contested, non-contested, easy, difficult, big-time plays. And right now, that's why their team's in the lead.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Britt got his man complete over the middle. That's Clark. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Britt. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And he's got a 1st down. It's a tackle made at the Bills' 33. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 33. Operating from the gun. Britt. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. From the gun. Britt. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game, and when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Britt. Man open, it's Moss complete. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 11-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and...
From the gun on 3rd down. Britt. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 30. 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taking it about the 1. Davis is picked up by the Bills.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one? This
I put a star. I put a star. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and...
They go right back to Singletary. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, after the loss on 1st down, they're going to walk that line and understand they don't have to rush just yet. But time is still going to be a factor in decision-making. Call your play. Make sure everyone knows what they're doing. You have to score a touchdown here. You've got to find a way to cash in.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. And now they'll throw with Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown.
Complete to Dawson.
Dawson Knox with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown.
24. Eddie Pinheiro.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Another shot now for this Lions offense. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half. Maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did.
Okay.
It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's maybe what we saw here. They thought they had this thing in hand, had full control, and guess what? They've got to find a way to get back to where they were before.
You think Papa Davis and Papa Gordon would get along?
I think they'd get along just fine. And you know something? They'd still be giving us advice.
Absolutely. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
On the stop. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, Britt. Throwing right, and that's complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the side. Score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things in.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 28 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now on 2nd and 13. Allen. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Allen's pass.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Taken down and sacked.
Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Britt, he's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Here comes the Lions punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about the 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
And again, it's Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Britt. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back down at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Britt. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on 1st down. Britt. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a carry for Swift. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The Lions on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column. This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover it? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, he's going to find Gallup here complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun. Allen looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Now Allen to try again after the pick six. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw again. Allen, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. The Bills on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Lions will take over. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw. Britt. That'll be caught over the middle by Morris. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
At the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Britt looking for Campbell down. That's caught inside the 20. And we'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. the touchdown. Lutz to kick it off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
And here come the Bills. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there. First down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Allen's throw is complete. And Singletary has it stripped. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. They'll run on first down. Hooks.
Number 38.
Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The Lions on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This time it's 3rd and 3. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Number 37. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and
on 3rd down. Hooks. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Complete.
22 yards there, a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On first down, Allen. It's in the hands of Gallup over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On first down, Singletary. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The Bills on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Ball at a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. One final try here for Allen, and that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bills cut into that lead. Well, it was 4th down, so there was pressure to begin with, and then you make a one-handed catch like that. What a play.
Just when you thought your blood pressure couldn't get any higher after having called for it on 4th down, you see a one-handed catch being attempted. I'm sure it spiked at that point for all the guys on that side of the field, and instead they get a chance to celebrate. What a tremendous catch, bringing it down for the touchdown.
And that will cut this lead down to 13. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown.
35.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
On the pickup.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. And a look now at Nelson, who remains down. He appears to be shaken up a bit. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Allen and the Bills now. Down by 13. A minute 50 to play. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here. Starting with 1st and 10. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off near the 42. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. From the gun, Britt, and this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Outside caught by Diggs. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one goes for 24 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards to pick up there. Finding Knox there, complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And he's got Miller. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So that'll do it for my partner.